Right, catch up. Number 2.
Go ahead, Jay, lad.
Of many, because we've driven so many miles.
Yes.
And with this one, we went together.
Oh, we want to be together.
Together, didn't we?
Early get-ups this, Jay, lad.
I didn't realise I'll dislike you a little bit at 5:30 in the morning.
Am I a bit lively for you,
First
mate?
time I thought, you're not for me, you. No, you didn't. We were actually it was actually lovely.
I was all right, mate, when I wasn't too lively.
No, you weren't. We were both, it was nice, wasn't it? A long old drive to Westwood. For Fishermania.
Yes, definitely.
Wasn't
Proper
it?
looking forward to it. I've
Yeah.
never done a match on there before.
Was that your first ever match?
First ever match at Westwood, proper
Yeah.
in the wide world.
It was. The track down there, it was a bit near, wasn't it? It were. In fact, it wasn't a bit near.
It was flipping
It were
freezing is what it was.
Absolutely the coldest I've ever been in April
Yeah.
in my life.
I wasn't prepared and I didn't put as many clothes in because I thought,
No,
well,
I
yeah,
didn't.
Be all right.
But we put a bit in. I
Yeah.
had t-shirt, jumper, coat and big coat.
Yeah.
And I'm
yeah,
still, it was winter because it was a north-easterly, strong. It was horrible. Like so horrible, wasn't it? Weather.
Ridiculous.
Luckily it didn't rain, but wow. Yeah.
Every like fish you caught was like an ice cube.
Yeah, it was. It was absolutely freezing, wasn't it? So anyway, we went.
And we met Boris. We'll tell you about Boris.
We'll tell you
later
about
on.
Boris at the end. Andy loves Boris.
I love Boris.
Where are we? 3 lakes in, Swallow, Skylark and Falcon for fish show.
Yep.
Very tight pegging, as it always is.
I was all right, the 1 hour I was.
You got lucky with a little bit of room, didn't you? But yeah, where have you drawn?
I have drawn peg, I'm going to say 18 on Swallow.
Yeah, I'm having that.
So it was,
yeah.
you wanted to be on Swallow, didn't you?
Yeah.
But was it the early pegs or something?
Not an 18. You
Not
want
an
4, 5,
18.
6, 7.
But it looked lovely. I had all intentions like, yeah, I know we need to. Well, I didn't know where I needed to draw, did I?
No.
He said, don't tell him. And someone's come to me and they said, well, you need to be on Swallow.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh."
I didn't want to tell you all week. I said no, I'm not telling you any numbers.
I just knew there were bird names. Right, I might be on ostrich or kestrel or something like that.
Yeah.
There was a kestrel there, isn't there? But yeah, 18 on Swallow, and I've had a spare peg, and it was every peg, wasn't it, all the way around? And then I think for 5 or 6 pegs we all had a spare peg.
Did you? From
And I
there,
fancied
so it's
it.
a bit poor
But
around
it
that
was so
bit.
windy. All I've got out was a couple of top kits, one for a top kit and free because I couldn't hold pole past that. Top kit for the edge and a top kit for there, and a little ledger bomb, little method rod,
Did you?
which I really fancied. It looked amazing on it.
Did you fancy it once you chucked it and saw how shallow it was?
No,
It was very shallow, wasn't
Very.
it? It looked beautiful,
it's
didn't
like
it?
3.5 foot everywhere, but it looks amazing. Yeah.
It was just really shallow on far bank.
Yeah, definitely. But I've right enjoyed it. I've chucked that. I've had my first one after 20 minutes, and no one's really catching apart from Ryan Bennett, who was on. He was
20.
on 20, and he's just literally just fished one line all day. I've had young Bradders next to me. He's not really caught anything there either.
No.
And I've just been steady away for like 3 hours. I've right enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it's been
Nothing
all right.
nuts,
Mostly
but
on the
when-
rod, or all on the rod.
Everything on the rod. 3 hours. Everything. It was carp like that. You know,
Yeah.
sort of £1.50, £2, something
Yeah,
like that.
nice ones to get bites off.
Lovely.
Because we thought it was going to be a low weight because it was freezing.
Yeah.
Like £100 was going to be a big weight,
Oh,
wasn't
definitely. But I could see him like opposite me, Jay. What are them? What
Could you
them
see?
pegs be?
it? Like the point, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7.
yeah. And they were catching really well.
Whether you could see it, I don't know if you could see
Shallow
them.
as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's only shallow, but they were catching like that deep.
Were they?
But yeah, no, I've ended up with a right lovely day's fishing. I've come short after like not getting bites on the tip last 2 hours, and I've had a run of F1s there, and I've gone in the edge, and I've had 2 crap piggins like that, 6, 7 pounds
Have you
in
had
the
some
edge.
big wobbly ones?
Yeah, it was lovely. They proper rock chalk, but by this time, because Brian's just fished it all day, he was like getting one a chalk.
F1s.
F1s and carp.
Was
if he'd
he?
had an arrival like 40 minutes, 50 minutes before, he'd have won it easy.
Was it? They proper turned up late on for
ridiculous.
it.
Like,
Nice.
he'd literally just tap his maggots in, lay his rig, and it'd be on.
Yeah.
Far looking the odd one as well, so there's a lot of
Yeah,
fish
they
there.
came and they fed like
Yeah.
fair play.
But no, it was good. So I'm not going to say when you take about
Yeah,
yours.
talk about
mate.
that. What'd you end up with?
60.
Don't even tell us whether you won anything. Just tell us your weight because we'll tell the story
I
of
think
Boris.
I had £67, but I might have had £61 or 63.
Yeah, I'm
62.
having that.
I don't know. I've had 60 something
You
anyway.
had 60 odd, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having that. What did I do? I drew Falcon. You ain't winning on Falcon. Really not.
Were you like on the barbell peg
No, I
as
was
well? or
one off.
something?
I thought
One
I
off
was
the
the other
barbell
side.
peg.
I was on 25 on
You're
Falcon.
quite upbeat when you're here, weren't you?
Yeah, I was like, I always try and be, don't I?
Yeah.
But after driving 3.5 hours with you, I needed to be like,
I suppose, like, well, you know the venue, but venues that I don't know, I'm like upbeat. But like venues that you do know when you draw, when you're
yeah,
like,
like parties, you go, oh.
yes, step away.
Yeah. But no, I was keen because I felt like the wind was in my face a bit, so I could fish.
Right, okay. Yeah,
It was a bit more comfortable
so
there.
windy, wasn't it?
Oh, it was
Really
horrible.
strong.
But yeah, where did I draw? 25. Every peg was in for like 6 or 7 pegs.
Yeah.
8 pegs. I was in the middle of it. Very, very snug. I've had an aerator. I think I had 1 bite on the aerator.
Oh, right,
It was
okay.
weird. Didn't catch a barbel. I just wanted to catch a barbel.
I know, that would have been nice if
Yeah.
it made it.
Didn't catch much. And I proper struggled. The only place I could get bites were across.
Right, okay.
And I fished one line with maggots across, caught very little on that. One line with pellets, got an odd carp off that.
Right.
Couldn't catch down middle. Literally couldn't get a bite down middle. I think
What kind
caught
of
one
depth did you
F1.
have down the middle?
Deep, really deep.
Oh.
I had like 5 foot because I'm on the aerator. There I had 5 foot.
Right, okay. Swirling around.
Literally, there I had 5 foot. There I had 3 foot. You know what I mean? Down the middle,
right, okay.
and really shallow everywhere else. It all buns
Just
up
like,
to me left.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just had a very tappy negs. I just threw a towel in with half an hour to go. Like, had enough. Started packing everything up half an hour. So I was frozen.
I kept looking because I
dying.
could see where I was. I kept looking up at you. I'm like, gee, lad, looks a little bit cold there.
Yeah, it
And
didn't
then
move
you pack up quick anyway, but yeah,
I was done. I was in the van before you'd even finished.
Oh mate, yeah. Come on, Andrew, we're going.
But anyway, I don't know what I had. I had 40 something pound. Can't remember what.
And we're like, no, come on, we're going.
We're bailing out, mate. I've shuffled you in that van quick.
Obviously, on my lake, there was a 200 pounds weighed in and 90 pounds or something like that.
Yeah,
on my lake.
116.
Was it 116?
Oh yeah, 200 pounds. Yes.
Yeah, and I knew
Brando.
Brando, but I
Ryan.
knew Ryan had beat me next peg, so I'm like, well, there's no chance or anything like that, no chance of section. Come on, Jay lad, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. And then we got several mile up the road, didn't we? And we both had
I had a phone call first, didn't I? I'm like, if there's no name pops up on my phone, I ain't answering you folks. Sorry, if it's just a number, leave me a message. And then the same numbers popped up on Jay, and it said possibly Boris, and we both looked at each other like, it might be Boris. Ring it back, Jay, ring it back. So Jay lad rang him back.
Just tell him who Boris is. They don't know who Boris is yet.
Boris is like, he's just the best person ever. So Boris run the matches. He runs the ones at Hayfield now. I don't know. He must be like that side for the Angling Trust for Fishermania.
Boris is very shouty.
You listen to Boris.
He's been a sergeant major in the past, hasn't he?
Army man. Like, you listen to Boris. He's like, he even tells you the correct times when you're going in. You are entering the water 100 hours, and you are getting out of the water at 1600 hours. That's 11 till 4. I'm like, Boris. He's so good. And his little name's popped off. I'm like, Jamie, ring him. It's like, hello, Jamie. It's Boris. I'd just like to say you both won your sections. We're like, thank you, Boris. Well, that's how it went, though.
It actually went like that, the phone call,
So
didn't
good.
it? We were very, very excited.
Can't wait to see you again, Boris.
So, yeah. So, productive in the end. We both won a couple of quid, but it was winter and I'd had enough.
You made us some lovely sandwiches. I can't forget about the sandwiches.
I never said they were for us. They just turned out to be for us.
They were amazing, mate. Cheese and onion, tuna and onion. Lovely.
It was good, wasn't it? I like them batches. And then, anyway, that one done.
Yep.
I'm going to say we went there the Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Saturday must have been Old Hough. It was. Literally, there wasn't a break. Literally, Wednesday was fish show at Westwood. Saturday was fish show at Old Hough.
Yeah, it was.
And we went there prepping like mad to catch catfish.
I'd gone and got literally a bucket full of everything, folks. So oils and liquids and big pellets and big rods and bait up feeders. I went to Dave's best tackle shop in the world. Got some massive big bait up feeders. Like, if we draw on there, we're just going to fill it in.
Yeah,
catch
loads of fish.
Where did we didn't draw on there, Jake?
Neither of us drew anywhere near that. Not that we wanted to be. That was actually the worst lake on the day.
It was.
So it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, probably.
And we both drew on the goose pool.
Well, you drew first, didn't you? Like,
Did
where
I?
did you on, Jay, lad? I'm going home. But to be fair, you get a day's fishing at the Old Hough and you never know where it's going to go.
No, I wasn't going home. I just gave it a mo.
And I drew my paper. I'm going home as well. I'm going back to Kevin the Caravan.
Yeah.
So you were on 3, weren't you? And I was on 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah, 3 and 6.
Yeah, Snake Lake 2 missed one.
Again,
on our lake won it.
Yes,
so I had pegged 2 in. I was on 3, 4 was empty, 5, and then yourself on 6.
6, and then I've got like a bit of room round to like peg 7, who had that bank to himself, but I've not had a spare peg.
That's what your issue was. You didn't have a peg to fish to.
No.
You had a lovely corner, didn't you? But no peg. Although the edge. Let's talk about your match first.
Yeah. So what's done me? So I've started off slapping because there's loads of carp where I was, like millions of carp everywhere.
Everywhere.
And the big fish these.
You can't see them though.
No.
You can just see the movements, can't you?
Isn't it? Like
really chocolate in it.
So I've just gone in with like a 6mm pellet, just slapping the rig over in like the deeper water, nothing. And I've seen J-Lad's caught one straight away. So after 10-15 minutes, I've stopped that and I've gone across, tapped a few pellets in, and I've had my first indication. That's gone straight through the reeds out the other side and snapped me. It was only a little F1 as I saw it, so I'm like, I'm not enjoying this already.
I didn't see that.
So you not see that one? I'm like,
no,
looking up like, yeah, J-Lad didn't see that, thank God. So I've come back, put another up length on, gone in again, and I fouled up to a little stocky in the wing, and just my match never really got going from there. Kept trying the edge, had the odd little carp, and then about an hour and a half, 2 hours in, I obviously don't take maggots. And I know myself not to take maggots, but I took maggots, folks, and I was giving them down the middle, and I had them swirling. They were swirling on my bait for 40 minutes, and I never had a bite. I could not believe it. Not even lying, it just never had a bite.
Just dead
They
weird.
were swirling.
Like they're not
As if you
eating the
can't
bait,
see,
they're
or
just having a
sort of
look.
like, yeah, coming into that noise or something like that.
Yeah.
So I've stopped feeding, started slapping there again and nothing. And yeah, so I packed up like half an hour to go. I'd only had like, what, £15, something like
Had
that.
you?
Oh
You
yeah,
had a
nothing.
proper gripper.
Nothing.
Because you've not had a pegged fish too massive.
I think that's because obviously everyone else is sort of caught in that shallow water, haven't they? He's done well on peg 7. He's just fished like pellets on like a top kit in 2, top kit in 3. Was that a tench?
Yeah, I told you I saw one top before. You on your short line?
Oh yeah, he's fizzing as well. Should I cover him?
Yeah, cover him.
Go on,
Cover
you
the
talk
tench.
about yours. I'm gonna cover him.
So mine were a bit different. I was on goose as well. And I went down a very, very delicate route, me, in that I knew how hard it'd be. I spoke to Connor Edwards, really good on there. He told me the crack of how it was going to be. And there's loads of fish to catch on goose. There's loads of, like Andy says, you're seeing them all the time moving about, but you can't catch them. It's such a one for losing your way because you're chasing rainbows or whatever, chasing shadows all around there, all on a peg. What are you doing?
I put some floaty maggots on.
Really, really floaty.
Yeah, but
Your fishing's been shocking today. So
no,
you've just been
maggots,
fishing.
because I thought they might have been off the bottom.
So your fish popped up maggots. They're not. They're.
See, they do.
Oh yeah,
sink.
they're sinking. I'll let you off. But anyway, so yeah, really delicate. I went down the route of pellets everywhere other than in the edge. I went down the route of micros and corn in the edge, hard pellets in the middle, pellets and corn down the middle, and hard pellets across. A really tappy, patient day, which I think is really important on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got to be very delicate. So I started across. No, I didn't. I started dobbing, never had a bite. Quick 10 minutes dobbing, never had a bite. Swapped it to feeding, and I fed across, and I caught 2 really quick. I took 2 carp, like £3 a piece, really quick. And then I lost one that was in the mouth as well, probably about £6, and it was just wobbling, came off. So gutted about that, went in, couldn't get any more bites.
Yeah.
So I thought, right,
Every time I looked up, you had a fish on.
yeah. But it was
outside
good,
the
there were
match.
bites to be had, little fish. When I've dropped down the middle on hard pellets again.
Is that next to that aerator? Because you seem to do really well there.
Towards the end, I had a little spell there for an hour.
Mm.
40 minutes there, where I caught, same again, just tapping 5 hard pellets and sitting, waiting and to go. And I probably caught 5 stockies, £1 a piece, and I probably had 3 or 4 proper ones.
Decent, aren't they?
So I've got £20 after an hour and a bit, me. An hour.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, right,
Get
this
ready.
game on here, because £80 could potentially win. Then I've gone down the edge, because I kept seeing him move. I think, I'm going to get one down the edge here really quick. And I fed my edge just with micros and corn, went in. I think I got an F1 fish, Chuck. Right, that's away. Back in again, little dink bow wave. Thought the carp are coming in already, I'm going to empty this. Yep, went in again, little dink bow wave. Like, that's not good. And it's deep, it's like this.
Yeah.
Really, really deep in my
Was
edge.
that into your spare peg? Could you go then?
Yeah.
Right,
That's just short of the pallet, because you couldn't go take the piss, because the lad the other way's coming that way as well. It's just up to just in front of the pallet sort of thing. But anyway.
Go on,
All
we're
right.
sorted.
Couldn't catch down there. And that's been the thing all day down there as well. Like, I could,
coming in and...
I could go on it at any time and get an indication, and I could never catch one.
That's mad, isn't it?
It's done my brain in, and I was convinced I'd get a run there late. I never did. I was just so frustrating that they kept coming, and I couldn't get bites, because I couldn't get any water shallower than 3 foot.
Oh, right, okay.
And then it was like that. It was just, and I've messed my bait up. I've spread too much bait. I think I caught 2 down there eventually, just out the blue, a bite, carp on. But it did me head in how many fish were down there, I couldn't catch them. So most of my match has been, I've never caught another fish down middle. I started a new middle line up as well with corn, never caught on that. I've caught a few more across, I've made a new line across, and then I proper messed up last hour. I'll tell you where else I caught. I caught my top kit.
Have you?
I threw some maggots on my top kit, and I caught one £8, and I've caught a couple of littler ones on that as well. That was good. But last hour, I've rafted pellets across into the reeds.
Oh, right, try and get
them out, and they did.
Did they really?
They proper came up so quick, and they were gobbing, and I've still messed them out, not gone on it, and I've gone down the edge, caught an odd one, there, caught an odd one, and then last half hour I committed to fishing across this deep. You know what I mean? Just going nice and shallow, where they were sucking. I think I had like 5, and they were so easy to catch, just with a bunch of maggots on. Bunch of maggots, get them sucking, drop it in, clunk, they'd have it. I wouldn't even have to drop it at the fish, just push it in and hold it and clunk. I was like, and it was good.
So if you thought you'd have done that
an hour earlier, maybe, because it went all right. Ended up with a few, ended up with £80, £81 maybe.
Yeah. I'm going to say you had well over £80.
Do you know what I mean? I was made up. I don't think I had £80.
Did you?
Yeah, didn't win the lake though. Danny
Keenan.
Danny Keenan won the lake off.
Opposite me, wasn't he? Peg.
Right, I think he had 84.
9 or 10.
Yeah, he just knocked that, just didn't get in. And 116-1, Alex Dawson won the match.
Yes.
There was 106 as well. 116-1, there was 106, 103 off upper.
Yeah.
And there were loads of 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
weren't
it's
there?
really cool. That's the beauty of it, isn't it, as I said before.
Yeah, but it was the first one of the year for me that, with a perfect match, I could have won that.
I think, yeah, I had a chance on that one, J-Lad.
It had a glimmer,
It's one of them.
a little glimmer, which is nice to have.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, another busy weekend. But still, more to catch up on, but that'll be in the next catch-up.